room door ever open? I'm sure that Father Christmas has already been. I heard a noise a minute ago. I'm sure it's him.
Oh, be patient, Mary, be patient. You women can never wait.
It's Christmas time around the year 1800, and we're at the house of President Silberhaus. Fritz and Mary are the president's children. Besides Fritz and Mary and their parents, who are all waiting for the drawing room door to open, there's Godfather Drosselmeyer. I'm going to describe this curious gentleman to you. He's wearing a bright yellow coat, a wig of spun glass, and a black patch over his left eye. He's very tall, very thin, and he's got a hooked nose. He's a master at repairing clocks. He also makes the most wonderful toys, and the children love him.
Golly, what a beautiful tree! It goes right to the ceiling. Look at all the candles and all the little parcels of sweets. Oh, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. It's as bright as the sun.
Goody, soldiers. Just what I asked for.
This doll's as big as I am, and she's got wonderful clothes. A whole wardrobe full of clothes. Frocks, dresses, cloaks. Oh, little shoes. There's a lovely sunshade. What a beautiful doll. But who's that funny little man made of wood?
He looks like Punch.
Is he Punch?
No, my dear. That's a nutcracker. Look, you slip a nut into his mouth, then you close it. There, the nut's broken.
I don't like him.
I do. I like him because I didn't expect to find him there. Thank you very much, Godfather Drosselmeyer.
I'm glad you like your nutcracker. Believe me, he's got a lot of surprises in store for you.
Exhausted by their busy evening, Fritz and Mary have gone to bed. The little girl has put all her dolls away carefully, and the nutcracker is on the bookcase in the drawing room. Everything is quiet in President Silberhaus's home.
Coming from the drawing room. I'm going to see. Oh, the toys are fighting the mice. Nutcracker! Nutcracker! Watch out! Oh, that awful mouse with 7 heads is attacking him. I must go and help him.
Mary picked up one of her shoes and threw it as hard as she could at the king of the mice.
Ow! Oh, I've put my elbow through the glass of the bookcase. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts, it hurts. Oh, I feel dizzy. Oh, so dizzy. Mommy. Mommy. Mommy.
Good day to you, Godfather Drosselmeyer. You've come to see Mary, I suppose. She's much better, I'm glad to say. But what a fright I got. Just imagine finding her during the night, unconscious and covered with blood in the drawing room, when I imagined that she was sleeping peacefully in bed. The doctor's been. The cut on her arm's fairly deep, but it's not serious. She'll have to stay in bed for 2 or 3 days, but that's all. You can go up to her room if you like.
Hello, Godfather Drosselmeyer.
My dear, you look very pale. It must have been a shock for you.
Oh, Godfather Drosselmeyer, I was so frightened. And yet Mummy refuses to believe me when I tell her that the mice attacked the toys. She says I was delirious. You believe me, don't you, Godfather Drosselmeyer?
Oh, yes, of course I do, but don't worry about it. You mustn't think about it any more. I'm going to tell you a little story.
Oh, good.
Once upon a time, in a little kingdom in Nuremberg, there was a king and a queen.
Yes?
But I think it would be better if I let them tell you their story.
Alas, 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 alas.
There, my dear, pull yourself together.
My dear husband, it's now 14 years and 3 months since Christian Elias Drosselmeyer and his friend, the astronomer Zacharias, went to look for the Crackatuck nut. 14 years and 3 months, and they still haven't come back. And our poor child has stayed ugly ever since the day the Queen of the Mice cast a spell on her because I refused to give her a slice of bacon.
My dear wife, I think you know that I am as sad about this as you are.
I know.
Our little pearly plate was once so beautiful.
So beautiful.
I shudder every time I see her big, bulging eyes.
Bulging eyes.
And the cotton wool beard she has on her chin.
On her chin.
It's the most dreadful, dreadful thing one could ever imagine for a princess. But let's not lose heart.
No, let's not.
Christian Elias is a very clever man, and I don't doubt that he will succeed.
Zacharias, my friend, we're coming back to the King and Queen after all these years, and we haven't been able to find anything. In other words, we're going to lose our heads because we were unable to find the Crackatuck nut, one bite of which would have been enough to give Pearly Pate her beauty back.
Christian Elias, my friend, it was always my opinion that we'd gone on a wild goose chase. The king of the monkeys, and if anyone knows about nuts, it's surely him, couldn't tell us where to find the Crackatuck nut, and neither could the Emperor of China.
But according to the stars, there was no doubt that we were going to find this nut.
Yes, but there must
So don't let's be discouraged. We're not far from Nuremberg now, so we'll go and see my brother Chrysostom, the toy maker. It's nearly 15 years since I saw him, so I'll be glad to visit him again.
My brother?
Yes, Chrysostom, it's your brother, Christian Elias. You can believe it or not. I can understand that you have some difficulty in recognizing me. When I was among the Zulus, I lost an eye.
So?
The chief shot an arrow into it so that I have to wear this patch. When I was at the equator, I lost all my hair, so that now I wear a wig of spun glass.
Oh.
As for my beautiful yellow coat, I must admit it's beginning to fall to pieces.
My poor brother, I'm glad to see you again. But why all these journeys to the ends of the world?
Well, Zacharias here
Good day, sir.
and I had to bring back the Crackatuck nut for Princess Pearly Pate. The Queen of the Mice threw a spell on her years ago, and one bit of the kernel of the Crackatuck nut would be enough to free her from the spell. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find the nut.
Ah, Christian Elias. I think you've been on a very long journey to find something that was In my house all the time.
What's that you say?
Yes. Some years ago, a beggar whom I took in for the night made me a present of a golden nut, and he told me to keep it very carefully. I'll get it for you.
Oh, if only what your brother says is true, it will be the end of all our troubles.
Here it is. Here it is.
Let me see. What a huge nut.
It's as big as a melon.
Ah, look. There's some Chinese writing on the shell. It's a good thing I learned some Chinese. Look. Crack-a-tuck. Crack-a-tuck. Zacharias, we're saved.
We are only half saved. Don't forget, Christian Elias, that Pearly Pate will only get her beauty back again if the nut is cracked open by a young man who has worn leather boots all his life and hasn't shaved himself. Well, we haven't found this young man either.
Well, well, well. I think you'll agree that I'm the one to get you out of your difficulties. My son, Christopher, is just the person you're looking for.
Huh?
Ever since he was a child, his mother has made him wear leather boots, for she says the boy has a fine pair of calves. She's right, too, by the way. What's more, my son has always refused to shave off the little wisp of golden beard he has on his chin.
Zacharias, we are saved.